kele badora jola kele baba la tamo bebaria Mindolo banda kele baba la mindolo banda. This is the first song of the Kora called Kelefaba. Kora, 21 string instrument found in the Gambia. How did the Kora become to belong to the Gambia? Long time in Africa, people don't need passports to travel. No border controls. People travel freely on the land, searching for different things. Some look for forest, some look for the sea, and some look for the river, and some look for nice swamp waters where they can cultivate their rice. And some also look for good farming places. Some look for places where they can start their life. Malumandinye, forofula di mona malumandinye. Allah wo, min dunia lumandia. Wadula binanga na kumandila. Wala yake kwa maburufuti janyo modi adala sumaila mani. A young man named Koryam Musa Suso left Mali on his horse searching for better life and searching for where to start his life. Young, handsome, hard-working, good-looking man traveled all the way from Mali and ended up in the smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia, in a small village called Busumbala. That was Koryam's horse. Koryam came to Busumbala and went directly to the village leader, the Alcalo. Koryam was always welcome, as Africans do for strangers. Koryam was given a house in the Alcalo's home, was first given water to drink. That is the first welcoming of a stranger in Africa. He was given a house. After the meal, Alcalo called Koryam in his house. Where do you come from? I come all the way from Mali, said Koryam. I am searching for where I can settle and start my life and my family. But I think my search was over when I came to Busumbala. because in the moment I enter this town, I feel like home. Carlos said to all the members of his compound, "We got a stranger last night." Korean greeted the whole compound. Carlo bought a cola note and took it to the villagers to tell them about Korean and his mission to the village. All the village people were very happy with that. They meet at the Bantaba, the meeting place of the village elders, to discuss matters in the village. They shared the cola notes. Everybody went home. Korean then became part of Busumbala. Korean became at home. Korean, after settling in Busumbala for a while, he was a very hard-working man. Handsome looking, very hard working. Until one day, Korean went to the Carlo and said, with his cola notes, and said, "I want to get married. If somebody in the village would like to give me her daughter, his daughter." And Carlo told the villagers about this. They again meet at the Bantaba to discuss this matter of Korean and to listen to different reactions from the village. The first man said, "He is very hardworking, good looking, and very respectful young man." The other elder laughed. They said, "Yes, but he just come here to marry our daughters and take them to Mali. We will not see them again." The other one said, "Maybe his search for something is not over yet. He don't even know what he's looking for." Though he is a hard-working man, but none of these villagers want to give their daughters to Korea because he was a stranger. In those days in Africa, they have to get know you better, or they have to know you more before giving you a wife. Korean was in Busumbala. One of the elders said, "I have a daughter, if he will accept that one as his wife." And that daughter turned to be an albino. If you're born albino in Africa, you have problem. Had to get a wife or a husband. We are even suspected that there are some people still killing albinos. They think that if you get the blood of an albino, you will become very rich. They went to Korea and they said, we found a wife for you. Korea was very happy. They built a small hut for Korea. Now for Korean to move to his own house because he is going to get a wife. Korean was so excited. They cover the albino with clothes, the whole body. Korean was happy on his wedding day, waiting inside his small hut, waiting for his new bride. As in Africa, new brides, it's a happy day for us, singing, drumming, and dancing. The whole village came together, singing for Korean Musa's Zoe and the new wife. And also, the Jalis come, the traditional musicians. I am a Jali. Korean's wife was brought to Korean's hut. People danced, and they all left. Until it's left only Korean and his wife. And it's now time to take off the clothes of this young lady. Korean took off the clothes and found that the wife they found for him was an albino. He can see the frightening eyes of the albino who was there waiting and listening if Korean would accept her as a wife. Korean said, you should not be frightened at all. I love you the way you are. You are so special to me. The albino smiled and he was very happy. She was very happy and said to Korean, thank you for your kindness. Thank you very much for accepting me as your wife. I am born in this village, but people have been running away from me for years. Children run away from me. I don't even eat in the same place with my parents. They think I come from another planet. I don't belong to them. Thank you for the kindness you showed to me. But I want to ask you a favor. Can we move from this village to go somewhere else to start a new life? Korean said, of course, we can go. There are many places, many beautiful places we can go. After one week, Korean told this to the alcalde of the village, and they accepted Korean to move with his wife to go and start their own life. They went on their horse from Busumbala to a village called Burford. The forest of Burford is beside the ocean, the coast of Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa. wife came to Busumbala, in the Busumbala forest, beside the coast, in a place called Sane Mentereng. Sane Mentereng was one of the biggest spiritual places of the Gambia. But they didn't know that they were living in a spiritual place of Gambia. They built their small hut. Koryang and his wife stayed in this hut. What a coincidence. Her wife's name was Kanku, and Koryang's mother in Mali, her name was Kanku. Another love came for Kanku again from Koryang. If I look at you, you remind me of my mother. You have the same name, Kanku. Oh, Koryang goes out to the forest and hunt, kill antelopes. Brave Koryang brings food to his wife at the hut. But sometimes, when Koryang left in the for hunting or to fish, Kanku hears some noises, but she couldn't see anybody. She was looking down, she couldn't see no footsteps. But the noise was the spirit of Sanamendere, who found Kanku and think that Kanku really belonged to them. Sometimes they come around looking at Kanku and watching. When they step on dry sticks, it goes cut. Kanku hear those noises. One day they came, Kanku hear some noises. She was frightened. When she was getting frightened, that was the time Koryang appeared with his big spear, with an animal that he killed for dinner. Kanku ran to Koryang and said, Koryang said, what is the matter with you? What is wrong with you, Kanku? I don't think we are alone here. Anytime you go out, I hear noises here. I don't think can we go to another place? Can we leave this place and go to another place? Koryang said, this is becoming too much. You are already getting frightened. You are already getting afraid. I have been hunting here, but I have not seen any footsteps anywhere here. Oh, I am tired of this. I am getting very much tired. I thought my search was over. Now I am getting very tired. This is becoming too much. The following day, Koryang went hunting. Before he come back, the spirits came live in front of Kanku. Kanku said, you want to run? They said, don't run, Kanku. Don't run. It was one of the lady spirits said, it was my brother who was taking a walk and found you and told us all about you. We all come to see you. But we really think you belong to us. You're so special, you're so beautiful. The spirits of Kachikali show another beauty in Kanku. They really think she belongs to them. They said to Kanku, you must come with us to the spiritual world. Where you truly belong. And no one will run away from you. And no one will yield at you. Kanku said, yes. Even if I want to come with you, I cannot leave my husband, Korea. He loved me and I love Korea. He is a kind man. I cannot go with you, even if I want. You have to make, the other spirit said, you have to make a choice. You either come with us or live with a man, or live in the same human beings who will continue running away from you and yield at you. You have to make your choice. When Kanku was talking with these spirits, Korean came. When they saw Korea, they all disappeared. Banda Sane Badam Kelebala Sur Banda Biman Dunia Bidibnia Banda Dunia de Modadi Alatala Juluda Barami Ganyang Kullu Kalimiyat Kalimi Kullu Nafsi Jaikat Limauda Yarani lama faiza kuna ulele nyanjo bela mbali ya koto Signaro janjambure signaro Baba duanu jambita mbadu fama Korean came and Kanku and Korean eat their meal and they went to sleep. When Korean was asleep, the spirits came in a dream with this instrument, the kora, all dressed in white clothes, playing beautiful melodies. In a dream going around Korean and Kanku. Kanku could see them, but Korean could not see them because of the spiritual power they put on Korean. Korean saw them in a dream going around playing beautiful melodies. Daralunda ya dunya nyanjolia. Dunya sana manjote lundunga kirilla. Abe onya. Tonya. It's true. Kanko and Korean was sleeping spirits were playing these beautiful melodies. Korean woke up in the dream and try to wake Kanku. Have I seen what you, did you see what I have seen just now? Kanku said, Korean, go to sleep. I didn't see anything. Wake up, Kanku. Wake up. You have to listen to my dream. Wake up. Kanku, wake up. He said, oh, Kanku. You sure that you did not see what I saw? Kanku said, no. I saw some people around us here, all dressed in white clothes, with an instrument, playing melodies that I have never heard in my life. With an instrument that I have never saw in my life. It will mean everything to me just to lay my hands on that instrument. Kanku laughed and said, you mean everything? Korean said, yes. I just saw them here. When Kanku and Korean was arguing this in the middle of the night, the spirits came live in front of them around the fire. And Korean saw the instrument with the two of them. He said, yes, it's that instrument. Can I touch it? Can I? Oh, the other spirit said, yes, you can touch me. You can touch the instrument in exchange of something. Korean said, yes, I have a horse. No, but you are spirits. You don't need a horse. The spirit said, in exchange of someone you love. Can I get the instrument? The other said, I don't care to part my instrument to give it to you in exchange of something and in exchange of someone you love. Korean said, you mean my wife? Korean grabbed Kanku and said, this dream is becoming too much a nightmare. I cannot give my wife in exchange of something. You have a thing that man can make, but I have a human being. I have a human that I love. I cannot give that one in exchange of something. The other spirit said, someone you love. If you truly love Kanku, you should let her go with us to a spiritual where she truly belongs and where no one would be running away from her. Where she could stay a better life. Didn't you fall in love with the Kora? Korea said yes. Take the Kora and let her go. In this between the argument, Kanku said to Korea, Korea, I know you truly love me, but let me make a decision. Take the Kora and let me go with the spirits. One day, you will become the most celebrated man in the world who has brought an instrument that no one has ever brought before. And anytime you touch the strings of that instrument, I, Kanku, will be around. I will be with you. This instrument will be left with you with all the knowledge of the instrument. The spirits put the spiritual power on Korean's face. And gave the Kora to Korea, and the spirits left with Kanko. This is the song for the Suso family. The Kora belonged to the Suso family because Korean was Suso. Korean was left with the Kora